Welcome back, PokeWizards. In this video, we're going to cover the 45 most popular Pokemon cards this year. And you're definitely going to stay for the top 5 because it includes cards like this one that had over 1,700 sales in the last year. That's like 5 a day selling. And each were selling for $2,737. Let's get into it. Card number 45 is the 2019 Pokemon Sun and Moon Hidden Fates Lucario GX. This is the Shiny Vault full art. This card actually sold 293 times in PSA 10 condition, and each one currently is selling for about $200. There's 4,290 of these cards in PSA 10 condition. Card number 44 with 306 sales is the 2019 Pokemon Sun and Moon Cosmic Eclipse Blastoise in Piplup GX full art, and these are sold raw. Each selling for about $500, even in raw condition, which is wild. This is a sought after card. Roughly one a day are selling. Card number 43 is the 2021 Pokemon Sword and Shield Fusion Strike Gengar VMAX. This is the full art secret rare. It's an awesome looking card, by the way. This one sells raw, so it's ungraded, and 321 of these have sold in the last year. They're currently selling for $786 each. Unbelievable. Card number 42 is the 2022 Pokemon Sword and Shield Brilliant Stars Charizard V full art alternative. This one sells raw as well. That means ungraded. There's been 323 sales of this card in the last year, and they're currently selling for about $305 a piece. Card number 41 is the 2019 Pokemon Sun and Moon Hidden Fates Greninja GX Shiny Vault full art. These are selling in PSA 10 condition. There were 332 sales, and they're currently selling for about $286 a piece. There's 4,745 of these in PSA 10 condition. That's amazing. Card number 40 is back in my day. It's the 1999 Pokemon Charizard hologram in PSA 7. This one sells about one per day, and they're currently selling for $730 in PSA 7 condition because there's 16,309 of these. Card number 39 is the 2021 Pokemon Sword and Shield Evolving Skies Rayquaza VMAX. This is the full art secret rare. These are selling in PSA 10 condition. There were 376 sales of this in the last year. Currently, they're selling for $2,750 a piece, and there's 14,000 of these that have been graded PSA 10. Card number 38, I love the look of this one. It's the 2020 Pokemon Sword and Shield Darkness Ablaze Charizard VMAX full art. These are also selling in PSA 10 condition. There are 447 of these PSA 10s that sold in the last year. Currently selling for about $145 a piece, and there's almost 23,000 of these that have been graded 10 by PSA. Card number 37 is the 2023 Pokemon Sword and Shield Crown Zenith Raikou V. This is the Galarian Gallery Ultra Rare, also in a PSA 10. 516 of these have sold in the last year, and they're currently selling for $183. There's 13,900 of these in PSA 9 condition. Card number 36 is the 2021 Pokemon Sword and Shield Evolving Skies Umbreon VMAX. This is a really cute card. I love everything about this one. The full art secret rare in PSA 10 is currently selling for $4,100. 526 of these have sold in PSA 10 condition in the last year, and 20,000 of these have been graded 10. Unbelievable. Card number 35 is the 1999 Pokemon Jungle Flareon. This is the first edition holo. These are selling raw ungraded for about $69. There were 527 of these that have sold in just the last year alone. Card number 34 is the 1999 Pokemon Fossil Haunter. This one in a holo is selling for about $24 a piece. There's 543 of these that have sold in the last year. Card number 33 is the 1999 Pokemon Jungle Jolteon holo. These are selling raw just like this for $73 a piece, and 544 of these have sold in just the last year. Card number 32 is the 1999 Pokemon Raichu hologram. These raw are selling for about $31, and 552 of these have just sold recently. Card number 31 It's the 1999 Pokemon Fossil Moltres hologram, ungraded raw condition, currently selling for $26, and 559 of these have sold in the last year alone. Number 30, it's the 1999 Pokemon Fossil Aerodactyl hologram. This one in raw condition is selling for about $13 a piece, and 575 of these have sold in the last year. Card number 29, it's always good to mix it up. This is a cool looking card. It's the 2015 Pokemon XY Breakthrough Mewtwo EX Full Art. These are selling in raw condition for $38 right now, and 582 of these have sold in the past year, and I just love the look of it. Card number 28 is the 1999 Pokemon Fossil Kabutops. This one hologram is selling in raw condition for about $16, and 596 of these have sold in the last year. Card number 27 is the 2023 Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Paldea Evolved Iono, special illustration rare in PSA 10 condition. These are currently selling for $186. There's 6,700 of these that have been graded PSA 10, and 601 of them have sold in just the last year. Card number 26 is the 1999 Pokemon Jungle Snorlax hologram. This one in raw condition is selling for about $44, and 604 of these have sold in the last year alone. Card number 25 this is a great looking card. It's the 2024 Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Paldean Fates Mew X. This is the special illustration rare in raw condition. Unbelievably, these are selling for $815 a piece. 607 of them have sold in the last year alone. Card number 24 is the 1999 Pokemon Fossil Articuno. How's that? Hologram in raw condition is selling for $26. There's 624 of these that have sold in the last year. Card number 23 is the 2023 Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Paldea Evolved Magikarp. This is the illustration rare in raw condition. These are pretty cool cards. They're each selling for $340 a piece, ungraded, and 683 of these have sold in the last year alone. Card number 22, we're going back to old school. It's the 1999 Pokemon Fossil Zapdos hologram in raw condition, selling for about $12 a piece. 686 of these have sold in just the last year. Card number 21 is the 1999 Pokemon Fossil Gengar. This hologram raw is selling for $77 a piece, and 741 of these have sold in the last year. We're in the top 20. Top 20 is 2021 Pokemon Japanese SP Promos Cramorant, and this is full art PSA 10. This card is currently selling for $942 a piece. There's 14,800 of these in PSA 10 condition today, and 742 of them have sold in the last year. Unbelievable. Card number 19 is the 1999 Pokemon Fossil Dragonite. This hologram in raw condition is currently selling for about $120, and 747 of them have sold in the last year. Keep going up. Card number 18 is the 1999 Pokemon Magneton hologram raw. Each are selling for about $12, and 772 of these have sold in the last year. Card number 17, an awesome looking card. This is the 2021 Pokemon Sword and Shield Shining Fates Charizard V Max. This is the Shiny Vault full art in PSA 10 condition. These are currently selling for $271. There's a whopping 34,000 of these in PSA 10 condition, and 774 of these have sold in just the last year alone. Card number 16 is the 2024 Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Surging Sparks Latias EX Special Illustration Rare. These in PSA 9 condition are selling for $162. There's 9,000 of these graded 9, and 781 of them in PSA 9 have sold in the last year. Card number 15 is the 2021 Pokemon Japanese SP Promos Pikachu. This is a full art. It's actually really cute. This is selling in PSA 10 for $5,000, which sounds like a really expensive card, but 807 of these have sold in the last year. People are shelling out a lot of cash for this card, and there's 19,000 of these that have been graded PSA 10. The demand for this card is unbelievable. Card number 14 is the 1999 Pokemon Fossil Muck. This hologram raw is selling for a mere $5, but 832 of these have sold in the last year. It's kind of a favorite. Look at his face. Card number 13 is the 1999 Pokemon Fossil Kabutops. This one in raw, in the base, not even a holo, is selling for $5, but there's 941 of these that have sold in the last year. Card number 12, we're cracking 1,000 sales in just the last 365 days. This is the 2024 Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Surgeon Sparks Pikachu EX. This special illustration rare in PSA 10 condition is selling for about $1,000 a piece, and 8,500 of these have been graded PSA 10. Card number 11 is 1999 Pokemon Jungle Kangaskhan hologram in raw condition. This is selling for about $8, but 1,145 of these have sold in the last year. Now we're in the top 10 with the 1999 Pokemon Fossil Lapras hologram raw. There's 1,174 of these that sold in the past year. They're selling for about $10 a piece. Number 9 is the 2023 Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Charizard EX Special Illustration Rare. I love the look of this card. PSA 9, this is selling for $405, and there's been a whopping 1,330 of these sold in the last year. 45,000 of these cards have been graded PSA 9. There's so many of them, and they still hold value. Card number 8 is the 1999 Pokemon Jungle Vaporeon. Hologram Raw is selling for $16, and there's 1,406 of these that have sold in the last year alone. Card number 7 is the 2023 Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Charizard EX, this time in raw condition. This is selling for $510 raw, and 1,600 of these have been sold in just the last year in this condition. Unbelievable. Card number 6, I have this card in an SGC 9, I think. But this is the 2000 Pokemon Ancient Mew hologram in PSA 9. These are selling for $258 right now. There's 27,600 of these in PSA 9 condition. There's so many of these, but 1,676 of these sold in the last 365 days. Card number 5 is the 1999 Pokemon Fossil Raichu hologram. In raw condition, they're selling for $12 a piece, and 1,700 of these have sold in the last year. Card number 4 is the 2025 Pokemon Mega Evolution Phantasmal Flames Mega Charizard XX Special Illustration Rare in PSA 10. It's kind of a cool card. I love the cold color theme going here. Each one is selling for $2,700 a piece. 1,764 sold in the last year, and there's 10,000 of these in PSA 10 condition. Card number 3 is the 2023 Pokemon SVP Black Stars promo Pikachu with his cute gray felt hat. This one is in full art PSA 10, selling for about $3,000 a piece. There's 47,000 of these cards in PSA 10 condition, and 1,800 of them have sold in just the last year alone. It's a really cute card. Number 2 is the 1999 Pokemon Fossil Gengar. This one in the base raw is selling for $29 a piece, and over 2,000 of these have sold in just the last year alone. If you made it all the way to number 1, leave a lightning emoji in the comments and we will hit you back with a Charizard Flame. But card number 1, with 2,793 sales in just the last year alone, I myself have bought some of these graded, is the 1999 Pokemon Fossil Kabuto First Edition Raw. These are selling for $22 a piece. I bought a few of them that were graded, but this is an awesome card. I'm not sure that I know why they're so popular, but I saw that they were popular, so I snagged a few. And that's number 1 on the list. Hopefully you've got a few of those. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you're going to watch one of these next, because we made it, and YouTube says you're going to love it. See you in the next one. Pokemon cards. Where are you, Pokemon cards?